Hey everyone, Elisa here coming at you with some real life career advice, and in this video I'm going to talk about how to deal with rejection during the job interview process and give some tips on how you can finally get that job offer. So welcome everyone, or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, nice to meet you. My name is Elisa and I'm a senior product manager in the tech world. And in this channel, I provide general career advice content and content specific to the tech industry. So if you're interested in any of that stuff, please subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications. This is great for you because you'll know when a new video is uploaded, and it's super helpful for me when you subscribe to my channel, and it genuinely makes my day. So go ahead, press that red subscribe button, and while you're at it, like the video too. Why not? Alright, so let's move on. In this video, I want to talk about how to deal with getting rejected in the job interview process. Now, if you've been in the professional world at all, you probably know that feeling of getting the rejection letter, and you know it's just not a great feeling, right? And now, especially during COVID, more and more people are getting rejected from jobs because there's fewer job openings and more unemployed people. So less supply of jobs and more demand. So I really wanted to highlight how you can deal with the rejection and what you can do to make sure you don't continue getting rejected moving forward. There are 4 main things I want to cover in this video. And the very first thing I want to cover is that if you find yourself continually getting rejected during the interview process, you are not alone. Right now, at the end of 2020, beginning of 2021, the unemployment rate is 6.7% in the US, and 10.7 million people are looking for jobs. So even though you may feel like you're alone, continually getting rejected, just know that there are a lot of other people out there in the same boat as you are. To take those stats a step further, there are 3.9 million people who have been looking for a job for 6 months or longer. So you may feel like you're the only one who keeps getting rejected from jobs after trying and trying for 6 months, but there's about 4 million people out there who are doing the exact same thing and continue getting rejected. So just know that you are not alone. In fact, the average time it takes to actually find a job is 24 weeks. So that's about half a year. So if you've been looking for a few months and you're feeling kind of defeated, just know that it generally takes about 24 weeks to find a job. So be patient and know that you will find your job eventually. The second thing I want you to know if you're really struggling to find a job is that you are still valuable even if you're not landing a job. If you're unable to even land an interview, just know that this doesn't mean you are not valuable as a person. It simply means that your cover letter and your resume and maybe your LinkedIn profile aren't really conveying how much value you could bring to a company. So if you're unable to get that interview, I recommend that you look up ways that you can improve your resume, your cover letter, and your LinkedIn profile. Once you do those things, recruiters will see how much value you could bring to their organization, and they will, at minimum, want to give you a first round interview. Now, if you are able to land interviews, but you're not able to actually get the job, you might feel like you're not really that valuable. But that is not the case. In fact, if you're able to get an interview at all, I want you to take a second and just pat yourself on the back, because that is a huge accomplishment in and of itself. Studies show that on average, a job opening can attract 250 resumes. And of those 250 candidates, only 4 to 6 actually land an interview. And of course, then only 1 person actually lands the job. So if you are able to get an interview, that's a huge accomplishment. You're in the top 4 to 6 candidates of 250. So you're almost there. So if you're getting an interview but just aren't actually landing the job, all that means is that you just need to brush up on your interview chops, which is something that you can totally do with just a little bit of practice. There are some questions that are asked in every single interview. Tell me about yourself. What are your strengths and weaknesses? Tell me about a time when. And of course, there are follow-up questions that you as a candidate will need to ask your interviewer. All of those things can be practiced. So make sure you're able to tell compelling stories and really sell your value during the interview when you're asked those generic interview questions. The third thing I want you to know if you continue getting rejected by jobs is that if you did not get a job offer, it was simply not meant to be. There are plenty of times where I did not get a job that I wanted. Emphasis on plenty of jobs. And when I look back on those job opportunities, I realized that it was great that I did not land those opportunities because what I actually got instead was a much better stepping stone for my career. So if you're not offered that great position that sounded amazing, just know that it wasn't meant to be. It wasn't the right fit for you, and it wasn't the next stepping stone in your career path. The fourth and final thing I want you to know if you are not having any luck in your job search process is that there is a hidden job market. That's right. Studies show that anywhere between 70 and 85% of jobs that are open aren't actually posted publicly. They're either filled internally or by internal referrals or by networking. So if you're only applying to jobs that are posted on public sites like LinkedIn or Indeed, then you might be missing out on a pretty big majority of job openings. So you might be asking yourself, if 70 to 85% of jobs aren't posted publicly, then how do companies actually fill those jobs? And the short answer for you is generally a company's employees are the ones that refer people to positions. Employees are usually incentivized to refer someone in their network to a position, and this is great for companies because they don't have to pay to publicly post a position, and they know that the people that they'll actually interview are at least vetted by one of their own employees. So if you're really striking out when you're applying online for jobs, I recommend that you turn your focus towards networking. Now, there are a lot of ways that you can network with people. One way is to reach out to people on LinkedIn to get an informational interview. Another way is attend any sort of conferences in your industry. And don't forget that your own friends and family are actually part of your professional network too. So don't be afraid to tell your whole network that you're looking for a new opportunity. There's just so much opportunity out there in this hidden job market, so I want to make sure that you are not limiting yourself in your job search by only applying online. So there you have it. Those are the 4 things I want you to know if you're striking out during the job interview process. I know it can feel really draining to not land a job, and it can make you question your own worth as an employee and as a person. But I want you to know that you are not alone and that you will find that job. You just need to make sure that you are selling yourself correctly and that you're looking in the right places. So I hope this video is helpful and that it helps you finally break through that interview process and get that job offer. If you found this video helpful, please press that thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And if you want to hear more content like this, please subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so you know the minute a new video is up. This is so helpful for me as a content creator and genuinely makes my day to get a new subscriber. Thank you again for listening, and I will talk to you next time. Bye, friends.